Buonanotte, kNifities. Benvenuti a Natalie Nicole. I am Nicole, and I was trying to think of how we could say it. My name is Nicole in Italian. I think it's Mi chiamo Nicole. Someone could check me on that. And we are a crafting community. So grab your work in progress, also known as a whip, and let's get started on our 10-minute crafting break. Tonight I am drinking Evolution Fresh Organic Defense Up. It's got orange, apple, mango, pineapple, and acerola. I'm not sure what that is, but it's pretty good. I like that it tastes like citrusy, but also like interesting. It's like pretty citrusy, but then a little bit of something else. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I'm still just a little bit sick. And today we are working on our 6-day star blanket with my Kobu yarn. We are playing a little bit of yarn chicken, but I have done the first, I'm starting on, here's my bag. Starting on this, I'm on this row 5 of the second repeat. Okay, and we are doing, I want to say 16 double crochets, this, and then skip 2. So I'm on those double crochets. I think last time we talked, I was telling you about how I was going to see the musical Shucked, and I have to say, I typically love all musicals, and I especially have a place in my heart for musicals about the Midwest. 2 of my favorite being Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma, and 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. I know that's like, it's a long stretch. I guess it's probably not very politically correct anymore, but I remember when I was younger, like a kid, and my parents, they put a TV in my room, which was great. Of course, as a kid, I loved it, but I think it was like a babysitter because they didn't want to like spend time with me. That's okay. I mean, that's common back in the days, but sometimes I would stay up really late at night, and I'm not sure what they were thinking or if they cared, but I remember one night I stayed up and it was past midnight, and that movie 7 Brides for 7 Brothers came on. It was really, really late, and I was tired, but I was just so entranced by all the dancing and the fact that you would have like 7 brothers and then 7 brides. That seems so crazy to me. Anyway, but the dancing was good, the singing was good, but I guess the kidnapping is, problematic for these days. At any rate, I was pretty excited for Shucked. It also said that it was supposed to be like Hee Haw, which is a show I used to watch as a kid too, in a normal hour. Hee Haw, and then there's a musical stage that is very famous called the Grand Ole Opry. So it was supposed to be like that, and I was like, okay, I was down for it. But it was, I don't know if it's just because I was sick. I don't think it's the case because, at intermission, we listen to all the people making comments. Like, if something's good, people are usually, like, super excited about it. But it didn't happen like that. And then, so, we actually ended up leaving, which is something I wouldn't normally do. Let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Amazing. So what's amazing about this star blanket is, I'm not very good at counting, but you know what? Betty McKnit, she made such a good pattern, and she gives you so many good tips about like what to count and how to make it right. And I feel like, I'm just going to say it, I feel like there aren't any mistakes. I'm sure there's going to be some, but I've been really kind of counting along with her and doing what she says, and it's just a really well-written pattern, in my opinion. I saw some of the people, like in her comments or some of her videos were saying that people were being mean to her or whatever because I guess they don't know how to read a pattern. And it's definitely a language that you have to learn. And remember, I was doing those squares for my mother-in-law, which I have not forgotten, because she has difficulty reading the pattern. Not only is, are they a little bit hard to read if you don't know them, but also, she speaks a different language, so that makes it like even harder. Anyway, but I think Betty Maynard's pattern is excellent. And if you look at my star blanket, I hope you agree. I think it's looking so cute. And then if only I can get enough, I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not very promising. Okay, and then look, when I cast on, I made this super long tail. And I'm like, if this is the amount that I'm missing, I'm going to be so sad. Okay, but I might be able to go through, because I have those other squares. I might be able to go through and find like some excess yarn on all of the yarn tails. If it gets that bad, I might do that. So sorry, I'm still a little sick. So I went with a work friend to see Shucked, and she actually, she's so interesting. First of all, she's like so smart. But second of all, she's a person who I think always just had a really good self-esteem. And so she always just like knows herself, and that like whatever is interesting to her, she feels like, oh, I can do it. and she literally can. She literally can, because she's amazing. Anyway, so one time, or during, I guess, maybe college, she interned for a professor or like a professional photographer. Anyway, so she really has kind of an eye for photography. So we took pictures at the big Christmas tree, and then we walked around, and we just, we were just being silly. And I love that I can be silly with her. And I had a fun time. So we have some great pictures at the Christmas tree, even though it's not even Thanksgiving. Because they did a Christmas tree lighting where at the theater we were at, that I was not involved in because we were going to see Shucked. So that ended up being fun. And I was sick anyway. I really just couldn't sit there. I was actually falling asleep. One time she pinched me. Not hard, but she totally pinched me. And I was like, just let me sleep. But I'm sure it was not. I mean, they were talented. Don't get me wrong. The singers were talented. I think I was just sick. The other thing, though, that they did do that I thought was super, super clever was they did this dance with the corn. And that was really, like, really, really good. That was probably the highlight of my Shucked experience. One thing I did, though, go do today that I thought was kind of fun was I went to see the new Wicked for Good. And, of course, that's also based off of a Broadway musical. So I feel like I had a big musical weekend. But I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything. But I have to say that the first movie was better. And my friend and I went with my friend and then my niece, and we all three agreed, like, oh, the first one was better. But, I mean, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear someone defend the second movie as being better. I'd like to hear that because, it would be interesting, and maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm still sick, or maybe I'm just not that into it. I don't know. But, I mean, it was still good. It was still good, but I just felt like the first one was so fun. And the second one is so sad. I guess I'm a sucker for like a happy like show. The other thing is I didn't feel like there was enough dancing in the second one. because I love a dance number. I'm thinking about my favorite dance number in the first one is when Jason, or is that his name? Jason Bailey? Something, Jonathan Bailey. When Jonathan Bailey dances in the library and they have those like spinning wheels. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So good. Okay, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 15. Oh yes, we're on track. 16. And then 5 in the corner. Oh my gosh, Nifties. I feel like, oh, this is running out so fast. Okay, but I'm almost halfway. I really might make it. Oh, I really might make it. But I might not. But it looks so good, doesn't it? I just wonder if it's gonna... I mean, it'll probably be fine. It'll probably be fine because I'm not gonna have it. It's not gonna be mine. I'm gonna give it away, and I'm not ever gonna have to look at it again. So at least it's not in my own house. Like if it were in my own house, I'd probably have to go out and buy some new yarn or something. But I think that because it's not in my house, okay. Another thing I could do, this is totally an option, is I could find the ugliest of the squares, and I could undo one. I might do that. Okay, let's see. Where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's gotta be an ugly one. There's always one that's like just a little bit wonky or something. That I could live with that. I wish it was the yellow, because remember I had that one yellow member? I was on the plane and I was talking to that guy, and then I totally did the whole square wrong, and then when I got back home, I couldn't repeat it. Yeah, because I wasn't following the direction. I was doing some random square, like a random pattern with my mind in the clouds, and then I couldn't fix it. I tried so hard to fix that square. Yes, so if it were that yellow one, I'd pull that one out so fast. Okay, guys, let's get to 16. Nifties, I know I set a timer, but I feel like I don't know if I made it stop or... Yeah, I think it must be a long time. But I am so... Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I didn't set the timer. At any rate, Nifties, if you enjoyed our a little bit more than 10-minute crafting break, and you felt just a little bit more peace after spending time in community with other Nifties, please like this video, follow the channel, and share it with a friend who you think might enjoy or benefit from a 10-minute crafting break. I would love to see what you're working on, and you know what? It is a lot of effort to tell us in the threads or to post your picture. So just tell us. Tell me what you're working on, please, Nifties. And I'm going to be driving up to my dad's. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to make videos up there. But I might. I might try to figure it out. And if I don't, though, I want to wish you like a happy Thanksgiving if you are in America, because that's where we are celebrating Thanksgiving very, very soon. But I am going to try to make some videos up there. So if I don't see you, happy Thanksgiving. But for some of you, I really hope I will. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. Ciao.